and didn't stop to catch her breath until my camera is shaking because there are books on the table because I did not bring my tripod. So wait a minute. Stop shaking. Okay, there we go. Hello everyone, I'm Charlie and I'm an English teacher here in South Korea. I teach with EPIK. I'm going to share a little bit about what it's like teaching at my school. I actually teach at a school for the blind. There are a few things that I can share with you that will help you understand what it's like to be a teacher in South Korea. It'll also give you an idea on what it's like for me, specifically teaching blind students. I have a little bit of a different experience, but I'm going to try and give you an outlook. You can decide if it's right for you, and you can also get some ideas on what you could do in the classroom. Today I'm going to share with you an activity that I did with my students. I did a reading activity, but it was really a listening activity for them and a reading activity for me. So there's an airplane. Let's wait a second. Incheon, yes. To give you a quick background on my teaching, I've been with EPIK for 1 year. I also taught in Korea a year before that, a year and a half, at elementary schools. And then I also taught in Mexico for 1 year. I taught adults. So I have about 3.5, I'm not a math teacher, 3.5 years of English teaching experience. What I do to get my class started. In the beginning of class, I usually like to ask my students how they're doing, how their day has been. I ask them a lot of different questions just to see how they're feeling. Sometimes they come to class and they're not in a good mood, so then I know that I need to do something a little bit different than I had planned. The other day they came to class and I had this really awesome lesson planned, but they were in a really bad mood because something had happened in a previous class. So by asking those questions, I find out potentially how the class is going to go. Okay, how are you?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know, but I have a talkative friend, so I am find it.
Oh, very good. And Lisa, how are you?
I'm so.
So?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know, just because.
Okay. Kevin?
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm fine, thanks.
Okay. So things like how are you doing? How are you feeling? And then I also ask them other questions. You do need to be careful if you're teaching students who are low income students. If you ask questions such as, did you eat breakfast? Which is a question I usually ask my students here. They usually do eat breakfast, but you have to be careful what type of students you are teaching. So keep that in mind. Do you hear this? We're going to make maracas. Do you know maracas? Maraca? Do you know?
Maracas.
But in English we say maraca. Yeah, actually I think it's a Spanish word. So the next thing that I do to start my class is I sing a hello song. It's really good to get on a routine, and so my students, they know that the hello song is the song that we use to start class. They know that once you sing this song, it's time to get serious. We're gonna learn some English. Your favorite. Okay, ready? Dun, 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 dun. Ready, start. I don't hear you. You can do so many things. You could do a chant, you can do a song. I also taught this song with some motions and a dance, but my students are in 6th grade elementary and they are too cool for that. So they don't like to do the dance anymore. So what we do now is we sit at the table and we just sing. But you can also do variations. So some days you can just sit and sing. Some days you can do a chant with some motions. You can do a dance. You can teach them a little bit of some of that. So you can kind of mix it up a little bit, make your class fun to start out your class. But this is really important because it really lets your students know that class is starting, and it's a great routine to put them in. Today I made maracas with my students, and then I used the maracas as a fun thing to do while having them do a listening activity. So what we did first is we made maracas, and when we made the maracas, I like to start out by asking them a question. Like, I'll tell them about the item, and then I'll ask them if they know what it is. And then if they don't know what it is, I'll either explain it because they're blind, so I can't really just show them. Some of them are just low vision, but some of them are completely blind. So some of them I can show them what we're working with, and others I actually have to explain it like very in detail. And then I like to, after explaining it and they don't understand, I then let them hold the object if they can hold it, or I'll further explain it by giving them other examples. I taught them some vocabulary. I recommend not doing too much at one time, especially if you have low-level students. In this class that I'm showing you, I have one extremely high-level student, Susan. She is very advanced in her English. She wants to be an English teacher. And then I have Lisa. She is medium. And then I have Kevin. He is new to our school. He just came here about a week or two ago, and he's new to everything. His English is not as advanced as Lisa or Susan's. So before he came along, my class was working very fast, but now I have to kind of slow it down a little bit, but also try and incorporate things that will make Susan and Lisa feel like they're not being held back.
Hey.
Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is cover the toilet paper roll with tape.
Wow, that sound is very loud.
Yes. You need a new piece of tape?
No.
No? Okay.
I'm genius.
You're a genius. Take your tape and put it at the top of the toilet paper roll and wrap it around. Good, good. And around.
Finish, teacher.
Finished? Oh, okay, good. You're going to do this side, okay? It's fun?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow, you're just smart.
I'm so smart, I know Korean. But your English is better than my Korean. Why I leave the school?
Why do you don't why do you want to stay this school a long time?
Why?
Yeah.
Because you're so fun. Yeah.
Then if you don't want to stay this school a long time, where do you live?
Where would you live?
Where would you live?
Maybe I would go to another school,
Yeah.
or go to another country. But I really like teaching at this school, so I want to stay. Put your maraca in the middle of the table. I'm going to teach you some vocabulary. Okay? Do you know the word afraid? Afraid?
Yeah.
Afraid. Lisa, do you know?
Yeah.
No? Susan, you know?
Yeah.
What is afraid?
Afraid?
But
if I wrong them.
if you what?
If I wrong them. If I don't right.
Oh, if you're not right? It's okay. It's okay. Tell me. What is afraid? Not spelling, the meaning.
Afraid.
Afraid. It's similar to scared.
Yes, 무서워하다.
Okay. So repeat. Afraid.
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 Do you know the spelling?
Yeah.
What is it?
AFRADE.
Bing.
와, 진짜 땡 소리 되게
Bing. Lisa, do you know the spelling?
AFRAID.
Oh, very good. What we're going to do is I'm going to read you a story.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
The story is called The Little Old Lady Who Was Not Afraid of Anything.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
This book is a story about a lady.
Yeah.
What is lady?
숨겨.
Okay? And what is afraid?
무서워.
Okay? So she was not afraid of anything. Are you
Charlie teacher is not afraid of anything.
Yeah. I'm not afraid of anything. Okay, are you afraid of anything?
Sometimes I'm afraid, but sometimes I'm not afraid.
Okay, what are you afraid of?
Tiger.
Oh, good one. Lisa.
Charlie teacher.
Me? But I'm not like a tiger. I'm like a cat.
Meow.
Okay, Lisa, are you afraid of anything? No? Okay, good. Kevin, are you afraid of anything?
무서워하는 거 얘기해. 벼락 떴는데.
What is that?
벼락. Thunder.
Oh, repeat. Thunder. 따라해. Thunder. Thunder.
Thunder.
Thunder.
Thunder.
Okay. So repeat. I'm
I'm
afraid of thunder.
Thunder.
Okay. I'm afraid of thunder.
I'm afraid of thunder.
So it makes the higher level student feel like they're being useful, and the lower level student is feeling like they are being able to catch on because they have some help. When teaching vocab, what I like to do is I will ask the students if they know the word. So the word in this example was afraid. So I used afraid and I asked them if they knew what the word was. They didn't know what the word was, so I gave them another word that is similar. Same meaning, just different word. From there, they actually understood it, but if they didn't understand it, I would give an example. So once I teach them the vocabulary...
That is mine.
Yes, that is yours. Right now, the magic word is afraid. Afraid. Okay, so I'm going to read the story, and when you hear the word afraid, you're going to go, okay?
Yeah.
When you hear the word afraid, what do you do? What do you do? Okay. Okay, Kevin.
Yep.
Okay, when you hear afraid, you go. Okay, so let's practice. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess. Her name was Tina. Tina was very afraid. Okay, very good. Okay, so are you ready?
Yeah.
And every time you hear the word afraid, you're going to shake your maraca. And so funny. Shake your maraca. This is a really fun activity for them because they're really listening in, they're really trying to focus. And this is a really good activity to get students to start understanding, because usually when you speak, just all the words are jumbled together. But when you teach one word at a time like this, or two words at a time, they're able to focus in, and then they feel like once they hear that word and they recognize the word and they shake their maraca, they feel very accomplished. But if you teach way too many words at once, they get overwhelmed. So this is a really good way to make students feel like they're actually learning and they're actually being useful and productive in the classroom. Once upon a time, there was a little old lady who was not afraid of anything. Good. Get out of my way, you two big shoes. I'm not afraid of you, said the little old lady. Good. And the pants went wiggle, wiggle. Get out of my way, you pair of pants. I'm not afraid of you. And the shirt went shake, shake. Get out of my way, you silly shirt. I'm not afraid of you. She did not stop at all. She ran. But behind her, she could hear 2 shoes go clunk, clunk. 1 pair of pants go wiggle, wiggle. 1 shirt go shake, shake. 2 gloves go clap, clap. 1 hat go nod, nod. And 1 scary pumpkin head go boo, boo. The little old lady did not look back. She ran. She sat in the chair by the fire and she rocked and she rocked. It was so quiet in the cottage before the knock, knock on the door. Should she answer it? Well, she was not afraid. I will read the story 3 times. You can also use a CD. You can record your voice. You can, if the book comes with a CD, you can play the CD. You can do any type of like audio recording. If you're teaching non-blind students, which most of you are, instead of doing a book reading, you can actually in a previous lesson choose to do role play with your students, teach them a story, have them role play it, and then you're going to go back in this lesson, this new lesson, you're going to play the video for them, let them watch it, and then every time they hear that 1 word, they're going to shake the maraca. So this is a really good activity for them because they're watching themselves on TV or on the screen or the computer. It's fun for them because they're interested in it, but they're also focusing in on that 1 word. So this would happen 3 times, add on different things. So the first word could be shake your maraca. The second word could be clap your hands. The third word could be nod your head. So then it gets really advanced and really crazy. This is great for students who are very competitive. You can even add points to this. You can do so many things and make it in a creative way. The last thing that I would do to end the story after reading it 3 times is I would review the vocabulary, and I will make sure that they understand what the word means. You can do so many different activities with this, but this is a short period of time. You can change this up so that you are getting many types of learning styles in the lesson. You can do where you're reading and they're listening. You can have them read and other students respond to their reading. They have to listen to the audio, and then when they hear the word, they write the word and see if they're writing the words in the correct order. You can do so many types of activities with this lesson. What do you think she saw?
A pair of pants or scary pumpkin.
1 hat go nod nod, and 1 scary pumpkin head go boo boo. I'm not afraid of you. She woke up. She went to her window and looked out into the garden. What's garden? Okay, very good. In order to end my class, I usually do a goodbye song, and I really recommend a goodbye song because not only do you open your class with a hello song, you close your class with a goodbye song. This creates the perfect structure for your classroom so they know, okay, things are winding down, it's time to go, and we had a good class, so let's sing the goodbye song and head off, okay? So you can do just like the intro, a goodbye song, you can do a goodbye chant, you could do a goodbye dance. There are so many things that you can do. Wish them a good day. I always say have a good day, or I say enjoy your lunch if it's right before lunchtime, and I really just try and get ways to have students hear things repetitively. These are all things that are very basic, but that they can learn by you just speaking. I hope you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy having fun with my students. I really try and change things up in the classroom as much as possible within the lesson to let them have fun and explore new things and new activities. And it's really good to get different types of styles in because a lot of students like to touch things to learn. A lot of students like to listen or sing or dance. It's fun to get things a little bit shaken up. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and check out my channel, Charlie Cheer, Life in Korea. and life abroad and my personal experiences. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a great time teaching wherever you are, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! 다음 비디오 봐요.